make us who we are. So I'll dream until I make it real, and all I see is stars.
Welcome, Gemini, to Channel the Future Tarot. Today we're going to do your first 6 months of 2023 reading from January to June. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Gemini. Please take the messages that resonate with you, claim them for yourself. Toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus placements and the videos that correspond with that to get some more intuitive guidance if you don't find it here. Remember, time and energy is fluid, so whenever you're directed to the reading is absolutely the right time for you. That being said, I am going to use a singing bowl here. As I do so, as you know, take that deep breath. Exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. That's going to help balance your energy, set your intentions, and prepare for the messages of the reading. If you are new or returning to the channel, welcome. So happy to have all of you. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscriptions. It truly means so much to me to see the channel growing. So without further ado, coming into the meditation of your reading, Gemini, I felt there was a strong sense of a lot of transformation energies. I feel like as we wrap up the end of 2022, we are really closing up cycles in massive amounts as a collective. We're letting go of the things that have been holding us back. We're finally evolving in a sense of, as a collective wise, we're all transforming. We're all, learning different ways of being as a society, what not to accept about society. And I feel like, Gemini, this has been a huge transformational year for you. So let's see what 2023 has in store for you. So without further ado, let's get started. Peace, love, health, and wealth. All right, so basically I just took out the first 6 months. I took out some astrology, some tarot, some oracle, some manifestation cards, just to get an overall collective energies to what's going on. So let's see what January has in store for you. There we have it. This is what I feel like we're wrapping up going out of 2022 as this is the 8th house, which is endings and beginnings here, as you can see. It also is the number 32. Now, Gemini, this is an energy where, yes, this is Scorpionic energy for you, but this is where all goes dark and becomes sort of mysterious for you a little bit. I feel like in the 8th house does represent those dark, that long dark night before the light comes in, where, where a new dawn, you're sort of grappling with those energies. This is a period of great transformation, right? So I feel like your matter of question may seem like a life or death issue coming out of December going into January. You're going to evaluate your life's choices. That need for change is going to be huge for you. And something that in your life, something that has been in your life for a long time, Gemini, is going to sort of crumble like that tower energy coming into January. It is going to, if you want to build this energy back up, it's going to have to be done in a different way. You will not be able to forge ahead without taking care of this energy first, because you're just going to take that into other situations. I feel like this certain change has to be completed within yourself before you can move ahead. This adjustment's not going to be a comfortable one coming into January. This also represents sex and death. Those are major issues of the 8th house, the beginning and the end, right? So this means serious business for you. So I feel like this is showing a relationship will bring after commitment is made or partnership is represented here. But, if love is on your mind here, I feel like it's going to be deep. This relationship's going to transform in some way. This does not mean in any way someone's going to die. This is unlikely. But it does, may end up dealing with things that have been passed on to you through death, inheritance, issues, deeds, whatever, trust, insurance, whatever those could be coming in for you. But this is also an energy of psychic abilities coming in. I feel like you're very intuitive coming into January. You have that, look at that, followed by the 8 of air. So my dears, you got 2 8s right out the gate. That rhymes, hey? This is an energy where you're going to feel entangled, right? This is that energy coming out of the 8th house. You're feeling very sort of resistant because you're trying to see if you're strong enough to get up and get going here. And I feel like, yes, you are. You're just going to have to be patient with yourself when you feel that despair and that fear kind of mounting inside of you. If you find yourself a little bit conflicted coming into January, just open up your little eyes and you're going to look for ways to release that regret. It's got no merit here for you. When you focus on feeling that sense of loss and disaffection, you remain stuck in the past, unable to move into the present, right? The only real trap you find yourself in is the only deception emerges out of self-doubt here, Gemini. So have faith in your ability to unbind yourself here. This is a true moment of liberation. You can rescue yourself, right? This is a beautiful energy where you free yourself and you start to see that not only are you gonna, get up and dust yourself off, but you're gonna fly, okay? You hold your vision. This is that fixed moon energy. So this is exactly what I'm saying. This is dig your heels in. Get ready for the nitty gritty because it's going to present some energies, with this energy. But I want to say this brings in two major possibilities for you. The first is where you're standing firm in your situation. Like I said, digging your heels in here. And the second is a very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. So this could be referring to the situation you're asking about, whatever it is. You have to either grease the wheels here, and to get things moving forward here. Are you being too stubborn, Gemini? If that's the case, that's great because you're going to need it to keep going on this path, right? So I feel like the energy is saying there's someone that's going to have to back down here for you, and I feel like there's a deadlock between you and it's not going to be you. It's up to you to decide what's going to happen, which meaning is apply, whether you're stuck or you're digging your heels in, whichever one here. But the offer is definitely here for you to self-reflect, okay? So these are the signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So, those are the fixed signs. Stubborn, they don't like to move, right? It's very, change is a very, even though Scorpio represents a transformation, it doesn't mean that they enjoy the change part of it so much. We have number 10, Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide in reverse here, Gemini, because you haven't been believing it has, that it's not only going to show up and, provide for you to some degree. I feel like you have definitely questioned the whole process of it doing so. Now, I feel like you have to shift your thinking from poverty here, consciousness, or it's not going to work, or this is all over and done. That negative mindset, what you think about, bring about here, Gemini. So make sure you shift your positive energies back into the groove here so that you can get rid of those negative thoughts so that the universe can come in and show its abundance to you. If you've fallen into a sense of financial insecurity with this energy as well, you're worrying yourself literally to that point. What you're manifesting it with all the things you're thinking about. Get it out of your head, and switch your thought, right? They're like thought viruses here. They're seducing you into the darkness, so don't let that happen for you. Outer events have been challenging your beliefs here, and I feel like outer conditions are temporary. You have to remember that. And, if you're feeling from the impoverished, you need to correct and work on the things inside that are making you a little bit on shaky ground there, okay? Now we have here what you're going to be manifesting, that full moon in Leo here. So, yeah, you're going to go, wild, shine bright here. You're going to start to shake off this energy that's been keeping you so reluctantly stagnant for some time. And you're going to see this transformation happen right before your eyes. It's very powerful energy, but this is remembering that even the best of times when the most power of the manifesting energy doesn't come into being right away. So this is saying, as tempting as it might be to try to control this situation, Gemini, you're better off now here just to release and go a little wild here. Find that balance between having a great time and attending to people who need you, but worrying about something or, someone triggers that law of attraction as much as positive thoughts. So focus on the positive is your general overall message for January. Going into February, Gemini, look at that North Node, life's purpose here. So you're clearing some things. You're clearing that old energy that was definitely keeping you back behind. You're starting, to want to look at that energy of your life's purpose here. This points to the best areas for us to direct our talents and our wills, that North Node, right? So it represents your destiny, and it is directly opposed to the South Node, obviously, but this represents whether we benefit from the work we've done in past lives and how that assists us in the here and now for you. So this is saying you can be definitely assured that February is going to offer you destiny, and it's definitely going to show you up in your situation here. You've learned so many lessons, but you're about to arrive at a place for your highest good, Gemini, and I feel like your life will expand in the best ways possible. This also represents past life memories, karmic connections coming in here, but you could meet people whom you've known over many past lives, perhaps in a soul family where bonds form very quickly. you're definitely taking a very much larger view on life, I feel like. And that's an energy that I think is sort of very positive for you. But keep in mind that, you know, the lunar nodes always bring shift and changes. For instance, a relationship with someone who has destiny spelled all over them, you know, may suddenly walk into your life. So if so, this relationship, I feel like, will rapidly happen. And it could be very much life altering. A job could also end swiftly here. You could find yourself in a much more suitable position. I feel like if this energy is used correctly, it will promote greater optimism and prosperity for you. So this energy is now definitely telling you that the schooling part is over for now. Your lessons have been learned, and you can now start to act on these lessons towards your greater destiny. You know, this is being that soul's messenger. So look for something that's known to you. Remember, the nodes are karmic, therefore the lessons are not always easy ones, which you know. But luck's on your side, and you're opening up to greater things. Those karmic lessons are being processed, and I feel like, you know, beautiful energies for your foundation and success are happening here. I really like it for you, okay? We have that seer of earth coming in. So this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. My dears, this is an energy where you're grounded. You're getting that real sense of, you're really looking to see where things need to shift for you. Now, it does represent the Queen of Earth, right? So I feel like this is definitely where you've worked hard, you've sacrificed much here to cultivate your fullness here, and I feel like this is reflected here, but this is affirming the need for a healthy polarity, revealing that prosperity can be found in the balanced position here. Wisdom of the seasons, right? So this is getting together and blending all your elements together and cultivating that harmony that you've been desperately searching for some time here. Now, meditate and contemplate that new moon in Pisces coming in. Yeah, there's that time where we all need to take and just reflect. Taking that time for you is going to be very, very beneficial, because in that moment, you're going to see that your higher purpose is coming in, and it is definitely speaking to dreams and romance here. But I feel like this is suggesting there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having that head in the clouds there and being totally in an altered state. So confusion and disappointment will come in, you know, because if you feel like that's what you've always had, that's what you're going to expect, what you think about, you bring about. So, you know, make sure you face your fears. Some sort of situation will be healed here. But Pisces being the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card definitely suggests there's a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true here, I feel like. So this is the depths of emotion, you know, coming to you. But this is listening to your feelings and allowing your emotions that free reign coming into February. Pig spirit, use your mind wisely. I feel like this is saying, to some degree, you're like, when pigs damn fly. Are you going to be allowing this energy or energies back into your life here? This is card 47. I want to say, though, with this, this is, you know, using that right use of intelligence here and give it, you know, we're all meant to give with love and passion. Intelligence means recognizing the value of intuition partnered with smarts and common sense, which not always so common, but that leads to intelligent solutions, right? You're being called to respect your analytical mind. You know, use that for your highest good, recognizing that all facts must be considered when they do not fit into what you already know, right? So use that open-mindedness to gain your wisdom. Don't be closed off to any internal information. You're an intelligent, capable, clear-minded person. So I feel like you are saying and deciding the information that comes into you. Remember, you know, your intuition will tell you, you know, that you have more learning to do because all facts are not in here. So now is the time that your decision-making powers are definitely reliable. Your alignment with yourself coming into February here. And that full moon in Aquarius, that energy to be real, be authentic, and don't accept it anything less from anybody else as well. So, I want to say this is a very powerful sentence for you, because this full moon is in Aquarius is sort of pursuing something, sometimes we pursue something or someone for all the wrong reasons, and this is, because our ego gets involved. And before we know it, we're driving ourselves crazy by chasing something that maybe we not even right for us, and in the end we may not even want. This is reminding you that sometimes you need to back off a little, worry less and trust more. Find that balance between what is being real and trying to people please all the time, right? Life goes in cycles, and that's okay. Embrace that. The more you can accept that, the easier this phase will be for you. Going into March, my dears, you have the third house messages, some sort of information coming, the universe, divine. Somebody's going to be providing you some sort of sense of information. Could be coming from a person or a past as well. But this is the third house, and it's definitely going to bring in a lot of transformational energies, ones that are going to happen quite quickly. And be prepared. Now you have, look at that, the bonus card in this deck, which is the 79th card. It's that cosmic self here. So this is you truly getting in touch with your highest self. You're really looking for the power inside of you going into March. You're connecting on a whole other level. You're going to use this source of information to connect to your highest self. The answers you need are coming. The full moon in Gemini, look at that, there you are. So in approximately the middle of March, you're going to start to see where you're going to start to get back into balance within yourself. The answers that you've been seeking, they're very much coming, again, with that information source being the third house, messages coming in. This is all in alignment. Some truth, something that has been obscured to you from in the past is definitely coming to light in March. Good, bad, ugly, it's going to be exposed here. The ant spirit, time to collaborate. So every time I see this card, ants go marching one by one. I feel like this is sort of treading a line to some degree, collaborating, knowing your place in the pack, the way things work out, your pecking order essentially. I feel like you're learning to decide that, sometimes it's best to collaborate than just to go oppose everything all the time. There's sometimes that need for, going with the flow and collaborating, and the other time for making your feelings truly known. First quarter moon in Sagittarius, believe in your good luck here, because it can happen. Again, shifting that mindset from negativity and poverty consciousness to a very blessed state of mind is going to help you start to achieve all sorts of things, from confidence to the good luck that you truly do deserve. Going into April, look at that, Chiron, Chiron, this is healing for you. This is a powerful time for you where you're going to transform in epic ways. A powerful energy, this is, the wound is a kind of the place where healing is definitely occurring, but it is going to have to take place before you can deal with this matter. I feel like this is an energy where, it shows transition, linking the mundane, right, and the extraordinary. So I feel like this is, represents the two astrological signs of Virgo and Sagittarius, but this lords over matters of the health. So I feel like this is a blending of the energies here, but once you're able to heal yourself, you can also take the gift, our wound, and learn how to restore others, right? That's mending our wounds when we embrace, process, and understand the gift of dysfunction and illness. This is that expert in alchemy who gives us that ability to transform the mundane into the marvelous. With Saturn and Uranus, just don't throw out the old energy. There's wisdom there. But you should also embrace the bold in this new beginning coming in for you. A time of teaching and learning for you, but certain sorrows I feel like are gonna, from the deep, long past are gonna be resurfacing, so be careful of any repeating patterns, okay? These will tend to resurface unless faced directly. If not, the pain's gonna continue here. This is that awakening time where you can resolve things. The symbol for Chiron is the key, and I feel like that is saying you have the key to open the door at your asking, but you have to let go of the wounds and start to embrace the new here. Look at that, my dears. This is a powerful energy coming out for you. This is the Tower card coming out here for you. In this deck, it is called the Burn. And that's because I feel like that's a very much a better sort of name for it, because this is that revolution. You're going to have to let it burn. Don't be afraid of letting go. The camouflage that you use to conceal your fears and your doubts and that need for approval has to be cast away in April. You're going to see that there's an internal energy where something no longer resonates, and it may feel a little bit painful. So reach out, for comfort here, but knowing that you no longer have to hide your old wounds and your worries. Trust in the radiance of yourself here, okay, Gemini? Know that this is a time of true revolution, the breakthrough that you've been waiting for. So open up your heart to be, presented with it, and let it happen for you, okay? You have that fiery climax is approaching. There it is, that full moon in Aries. That's what I mean. This is all coming to a very head. That fiery climax, that burn energy, something, that truth that it was discovered in March is definitely going to have a burn to it. You're burning the bridges that were holding the past and tied to you. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit here, card 37. Embrace yourself. Be generous. Don't let the past keep you in a box of negative mindset, thinking that love's not going to be for you, you're not going to find it, blah, blah, blah. Let that energy go, okay, Gemini? It's not serving you at all. Look at that, full moon in Pisces. Forgive yourself, forgive others. You're not doing it, for them. You're doing it for yourself, so you can finally release that emotional baggage that you've been encountering and carrying around for way too long. It's not serving its purpose. Let it go. So this transformation can finally start to evolve. You don't want to be carrying it around for the next half of the year. Into May, you got creativity, the 5th house here. This is a powerful energy because the 5th house is saying, find your passion. Find what makes you go, what ticks here. This is a real sense of sort of 5% attention moment for you. So something is going to represent some sort of powerful moment of realization for you in some degrees. I want to say here that this is, be happy, let yourself be gifted with happiness. This is indicating that you've created or want to create something to be proud of that's going to bring joy to you. Expect completion here, but using your imagination is quite powerful coming into May. Look at that, my dear. You have the 4 of Cups. So this is about disappointment, not being satisfied with somebody, not being dissatisfied with the way some situation sort of evolved for you. Now, I also want to say that is not saying to you that it can't, but what is it that you're seeking here, Gemini? Look to your heart for the answer. When you turn to your gaze from the external to the internal, there is no reason to rush. There's always going to be time for you to drink from those cups again. But I feel like embrace the unknown, the sacred mysteries. You have no idea, no relationship, no wild delight that can fill you up right now. Nothing is filling you. So you need to go within. Find that inner navigator is all you need to advise you. So rest in the knowledge that you already have within you everything you need here, Gemini. And expect powerful change at that new moon eclipse. Absolutely, my dears. This change is going to happen so quickly, so powerfully. It's going to feel like like that tower moment is just over and over. But if you want affirmation, this is going to get it. This is a thing where beginnings of our powerful energies are at work here. Again, jarring uncomfortability similar to the tower are going to come up here, but these are new directions that you will almost lead somewhere, anywhere better than where you are at. And whatever's happening now is happening for that reason in the end of May. So you will appreciate it later. This is a new portal that's opening up for you. So all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. Now you have Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries, card number 3. You can't go throughout life with having those boundaries, and you can't let people keep walking all over you or taking your heart for a ride consistently. You're going to have to set those boundaries, and it's okay to do so, whether it's family or friends. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say, hey, I don't like that energy. I don't like the way you talk to me. I don't like the way you treat me, or I feel sort of used. Whatever it is here, you're going to be expressing that, or the need to express it in the end of May is going to be powerful. The first quarter moon in Libra, keep your heart open. Again, this is not becoming jaded by the past. This is allowing yourself to fully become this transformational energy. And that doesn't mean going and letting the past keep you so hindered that you become this bitter old soul. Cancer, you're going to feel into your emotions coming into June here. Powerful sense of getting your stuff, your poop in a group here. but emotionally. You're going to finally do the final part of your healing. You're going to feel the feels of this. You're going to look back at the situations. It's going to hit you sort of like, oh my God, where did I go wrong? But this is when that forgiveness finally starts to happen. You have that seer of earth. Get back to your roots. Get back to the appreciation of who you are. Get back to grounded sense of energy. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But you need to get grounded so you can heal these energies. This is a real energy of self-reflection happening in June. Take time to breathe out the disseminating moon. So again, powerful energy. Take that deep breath. Hold it in for 30 seconds and let it go. Take that deep breath in. It's powerful. It sounds so cliche, but it's a real moment of, okay, it gives you perspective. It just allows you to stop contemplating all the worries and the stresses that are obsessing in your mind. Starfish spirit, be open to infinite possibilities. Yes, don't stay in that stuck mindset where you're not going to get the things that you're trying to actually manifest into being. Be open to all possibilities in front of you because they are truly infinite. Now you have full moon in Aries. Cool your emotions here. Don't see, this is saying, you let that build up happen and now it's like boom. You're just gonna, don't let that happen. Keep it energy of cool sense. You've learned your lessons. Don't let it derail you here. Keep your head about you. By the end of June, I feel like you're gonna sort of inhale faith and exhale freedom here, my dears. Until next time, namaste.